Hello and welcome to my Work-Life Balance e-course. Module 1. Where are you now? The stress in getting the balance right between work and home affects everybody at times. But for some people, it can be all-consuming and even overwhelming. This e-course will help you to focus on the bigger picture and to help you fine-tune the way you balance your working life with your home life and family relationships. It's designed to help you as a parent to find your own answers for your particular circumstances. You'll find that you'll develop your own confidence, style and rhythm, which will help you feel less stressed, more energised, and back in control of your family life. And this is absolutely vital for bringing up happy, confident, well-balanced adults, today's children, but tomorrow's future. So, shall we make a start? Well, we all have dreams, don't we? We all want to be the very best parent that we can be and to make a difference in the lives of our kids, helping them, nurturing them, and helping them grow up to be happy and successful in their own lives. But many people seem to give up on their aspirations or their dreams of finding the right balance between working and living the life that they truly want and find satisfying, especially when they're faced with life's inevitable challenges. Many parents lose their confidence and their hope. So my role is to remind you that we all have the power that we need within ourselves to change anything. And if there's something that you don't like in your life, deep down within you, we can start today to make a change. By studying this e-course, you'll learn how to wake up your power and to bring back your confidence and to give you the motivation to change what's not feeling balanced in your life at the moment. So let's look at positive thinking. You may be feeling tired of all the times you've heard people tell you that the secret is positive thinking. Of course, thinking positively is a really great start, but it's not enough to turn your life around, because you also need to have some practical strategies and some step-by-step plans for changing how you think, how you feel, and what you believe is actually possible, and what you can actually believe is achievable. Most of us want to change or improve something in our lives. It's human nature, and all the changes we want to make seem to fall into two categories. Either we want to change the way we feel about something, like our job, our relationships with our kids. We may want more confidence, more money and less stress. Or we want to change our actions, like we want to stop procrastinating, stop smoking, drink less and perhaps exercise more. The real secret is to start believing or accepting that change is possible, and then to make small, consistent, little changes on a regular basis to watch the quality of our lives steadily improve over time. A commonly held belief that you need to let go of is that your past equals your future. It doesn't. So if you've tried to make changes before and they haven't worked out in the past, that's got nothing to do with what you'll decide to do today, because it's what you do right now that shapes your future. So I want you to choose right now to stop beating yourself up and instead to look towards a new compelling future where you're in the driving seat of your life. And while you do that, just relax and enjoy the adventure. I remember when I left a very successful career in education as a teacher, my colleagues were rather sceptical about my plans to begin a new coaching career, helping children and adults to grow into confidence and self-esteem and be the best parents they can be. They all wish me well, and when I qualified as a professional life coach specialising in parenting, they asked me, "So Sue, what exactly will you be doing?" Well, I said, I'm passionate about self-esteem for children, and I want to work with the parents because they're the ones who give their children the gift of self-esteem. So I want to help parents put their kids higher up on their priorities and to make a big difference in the lives of children throughout the world by working with parents. One of my colleagues replied, "Oh, that sounds great. I'd love to find the right balance, enjoyment and sense of ease that spending time with my family and kids could really give me, as well as doing a good job here." And then she got this faraway look in her eyes. What a lovely dream. I'd love to do something I'm passionate about, but the mortgage and all that. And her eyes returned to the overwhelming feelings of stress, too much to do and not enough time to do it, and the feelings of guilt about taking time out to even think that there could be another way. I found their responses rather fascinating, as of course I'd battled with these feelings myself for more than 3 years. The catalyst for change for me was the death of both my parents in quick succession in the same year. But why wait? Why wait for a crisis or a major life change to project you into enjoying your life more now? Nowadays, I have balance and peace of mind. I'm extremely grateful that I discovered that when you spend just a little bit of time relaxing, sitting down and asking yourself some really searching good questions, you actually discover that you have all the answers deep within you anyway. It's like you no longer have to live your life just pleasing others. You no longer hear the word should or must so much in your head as you focus on working out what your own life is really all about. You're able to stand back and see the wood for the trees and appreciate what's really important to you in life. You get a sense of perspective. Perhaps you're hungry for inspiration and practical solutions to your own set of circumstances. Perhaps you feel, I just can't do this anymore. Or there's got to be more to life than this. Or perhaps you've just had a baby and find you've lost yourself along the way. Perhaps you're feeling overwhelmed as you're trying to decide whether to change job, start a new career, go back to work after having a baby, or you want to spend more time with your kids before they grow up and leave the nest. Often, the parents I work with feel as though whatever they've tried, nothing seems to work. Why? Well, I believe it's because we all dread failing. Nobody wants to give their all and be disappointed, so we often just stop trying. But the great news is that you're wrong. You can make things happen. You can change your life today by changing your perceptions and changing your actions. Whatever your situation or scenario, this e-course will offer you some new ways of thinking and some new solutions to old ways of doing things. But it still needs you to make the first leap. You have to want to make changes, but even more important than that, you need to want to take action. We can all talk a good game after all, but the difference between success and disappointment is that the people who succeeded all leapt from a great height. And you know what? They flew. It doesn't matter what you want to change, as we're all unique and different, and our dreams and aspirations are all totally different too. But it's the reaching out, the furthest branches that counts, because that's where you'll find your fruit. The first step towards turning your life around is getting rid of this negative belief that you can't do something about it, that you're somehow helpless. But I want you to really remember what I said earlier. Put it on a post-it note, or in your wallet, or in your handbag. Your past does not have to equal your future. So, where are you now? While some people seem to effortlessly put in a full working day and still manage to achieve an idyllic family lifestyle, for most of us, juggling and keeping all the balls in the air is an overwhelming challenge. Brian Dyson, the chairman of Coca-Cola from 1959 to 1994, put this much better than I can when he said, "Imagine life as a game in which you're juggling 5 balls in the air. You name them work, family, health, friends, and spirit. And you're keeping all of these in the air. You'll soon understand that work is a rubber ball. If you drop it, it will bounce back. But the other 4, family, health, friends, and spirit, are made of glass. And if you drop one of these, they will be irrevocably scuffed, marked, nicked, damaged, or even shattered. They will never be the same. So you must understand and strive for balance in your life." So let me ask you a few questions. Do you find it hard to say no when you're asked to work late, yet again? Do you feel pressured into taking on more work than you can handle? Is it hard for you to ask for help when you need it? Do you bottle up your resentment and end up feeling angry or tearful because you feel you're jumping to someone else's tune? Do you find it hard to say no at work, or at home, or to your kids, or to your partner, or to your friends? These situations, and many more like them, show why having confidence, direction, and clarity together with some useful negotiation skills are a vital part of maintaining a healthy work-life balance. Whether you bottle up your frustrations and then explode, or end up feeling like the office doormat, the inability to communicate openly and confidently and to find an agreeable compromise will be damaging your health and your family relationships. So let's get to work by asking you some of the big questions that I ask working parents to get them thinking when they work with me. Grab a pen and some paper and answer the following questions really honestly and instinctively. How in control of your life do you feel on a scale of 1 to 10? 10 being completely in control and 1 being completely out of control. How would you describe your levels of tiredness on the same scale of 1 to 10? Are you constantly tired, fed up and stressed? Ask yourself what you're hating, tolerating, or resenting about the current state of your life at the moment, and make a list. To what extent are you being true to yourself in what you do? Do you like the kind of person you are at the moment? Are you living out your values in a way that feels supportive of yourself and of your family at the moment? Are you doing what you really want? Do you believe you can find a winning solution that looks and sounds and feels right for everyone? And is your situation an expression of who you really are? Do you add value to others in work and in life generally? Do you have a purpose in what you do? Do you believe in what you do? Do you believe you're realising your true potential? Would you say that you're actually too busy to really enjoy your life? And how often do you find yourself thinking, there has to be a better way? Now I want you to imagine that you have invited a new friend home to your house for the first time. And I want you to describe what they see, what they hear, and how they feel. How would they describe the atmosphere in your home? If you're surprised, startled, or shocked to discover that you feel a bit overwhelmed, then perhaps it's time to make some changes and get busy balancing your life. Pause this e-course for a few minutes and ask yourself, what are your top 3 priorities in life? Perhaps it's your children, your partner, your aging parents, or your career. Just relax and reflect on what's really important to you. All important progress begins with a new decision. So now I want you to take a moment to look at what you've been putting off, or some of the things you know that you need to do to make your life better. Write down 2 important decisions that you're willing to commit to today and follow through on. That will honour those priorities in your life from now on. Maybe it's having that long chat you've been putting off with your partner to tell them that you hate your job. Or it's that long conversation you've got to psych yourself up with to have that conversation with your boss about your working hours. Or maybe it's actually to acknowledge that you want to jack it all in and start your own business. Write down 2 important decisions that you're going to make and to commit to right now. So I want to look at now what you believe about yourself. There's something important that controls all of your decisions and influences how you think about yourself, and that then drives you forward or holds you back. And that's your beliefs. Beliefs are the things that you usually just think of yourself as, like the clumsy one, the arty one, the plodding one, or the one who nothing exciting ever happens to. And they're inherited from when you were little and given to you either by your mum and dad, or your school, or your teachers, or perhaps even your religious influences. Now, beliefs are a great source of power, as they can project you forward or hold you back. They're not tangible, but they can change over time. I want to encourage you to challenge the beliefs that you hold about yourself, because you may have been given beliefs about yourself when you're about 13 or younger that aren't true now that you're 35 or whatever age you are. In fact, they may never have been true either. So, choose to believe great things about yourself. Believe that you can have the life you dream of, and with a healthy balance between working hard and playing hard with your family, believe it and you will achieve it. So what are the 3 beliefs that you hold about yourself at the moment? Stop the e-course and write them down. Do you believe you have the confidence to handle a job interview? Or to talk frankly about your working hours or about a promotion with your boss? Write down at least 1 belief that you must now believe about yourself to succeed. Choose to adopt for yourself immediately this belief to make your life more balanced. Write it out like this, perhaps. I must believe. If you've tried to balance your life before and it hasn't worked out, why not just add this magical little word? Yet. Because for me, it transforms hopelessness into possibility. So now you've got the picture of where you are now, which is a great start. Next time, we're going to look at the competing pressures of stress, guilt, and pleasure. So see you then.